Hello and welcome to all those training to become Super Saiyans, and welcome to Revolution. So on today's video, what we are going to be talking about is obviously Goku's new transformation, Limit Breaker, Super Saiyan Beyond, whatever you want to call it. But the in particular individual's reaction is going to be Beerus. Now, obviously, the whole catalyst behind everything that's happened in Dragon Ball Super has been down to Beerus' prophetic dream about the Super Saiyan God. Goku, Vegeta and Co were nowhere near the level they are now before Dragon Ball Super. I'm talking about post-Dragon Ball Z and pre-Dragon Ball Super. But with Beerus having the Super Saiyan God prophetic dream, which ultimately led to him searching for Goku, finding Goku, knocking Goku out in Super Saiyan 3 with a flick. Then Goku going on to find the Super Saiyan God ritual, which allowed him to get Super Saiyan God, thus making Beerus' prophetic dream come to reality. But as we now know, Beerus was fighting at such a minimal degree of power, at least his full power, against Super Saiyan God Goku. He was impressed with Goku's ability to manage the godly essence that he was gifted from the ritual, but he was simply nowhere close to Beerus' full power. Now, if there's still some of you out there who believe the Toriyama interview that was for Battle of Gods the movie, where Toriyama said Goku's a 6, Beerus is a 10, Whis is a 15, that does not apply to Dragon Ball Super the anime. Please disregard that information right now. Goku in the Battle of Gods arc simply could not stack up to Beerus, yet it was incremental power up from what he was at the end of Dragon Ball Z after that fight with Kid Buu. So obviously now we know that Goku has, since the Battle of Gods saga, powered up yet again. He hasn't just absorbed the Super Saiyan God power into his base ki, he has basically unlocked the Super Saiyan Blue transformation, and then since used the technique of Kaioken to once again amplify his power. Now, the multiplier for Super Saiyan Blue isn't known yet. There is no official multiplier for Super Saiyan Blue, but we know that the Kaioken is times 10. That is what he used against Hit in the first fight in the God of Destruction tournament. And with recent spoilers, we have learnt that you can now use Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20, which you'll be using in the upcoming Dragon Ball Super Special against Jiren the Grey from Universe 11. But it was that first fight against Hit where Beerus himself witnessed the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, and he had a mini freak out. Sure, he then went on to admit that he would still beat Goku, but at the same time, it indicated to us, the audience, that Goku was approaching Beerus' power somewhat. But Goku has, since the God of Destruction tournament, gotten more powerful just in his Super Saiyan Blue form. For example, after the Future Trunks Zamasu arc, Goku fought Hit for a second time, except this time Hit was allowed to kill Goku. He was allowed to use his assassination techniques, but Goku fought him to a tie in just Super Saiyan Blue, something he could not manage in the God of Destruction tournament without the Kaioken times 10. So just in Super Saiyan Blue, Goku is 10 times stronger than what he was in the God of Destruction tournament, so he is basically equal to Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku versus Hit in the first fight. But since then, we have seen him use the Kaioken again, and even though he hasn't stated it's a times 10, and we don't really know truly how much it is, you can only assume that he can still use it. But one thing he has proven since then is that he has much more control over the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken than he did beforehand. He no longer suffers the ki disease he did after the God of Destruction tournament. Sure, the Kaioken will still burn through his stamina incredibly quickly, and that's why we won't see it used that often in the Tournament of Power, but he seems somewhat better adapted to the Blue Kaioken. So, like I said, from spoilers, we have learned that he can amp that up to times 20. It makes sense, we've seen him use times 20 Kaioken in Dragon Ball Z in the past, but obviously that isn't what Goku's ultimate form will be come the conclusion of the Tournament of Power. Now, everybody and their mum knows about the spoiler of Goku's new transformation. Some people call it Limit Breaker X. Geekdom 101 called it Super Saiyan Beyond, a name I really like and I wish they would actually call it that. The name hasn't been confirmed yet, so basically it's whatever you want it to be until the name officially releases. But that is going to be stronger than Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20. Along with the spoilers of learning Goku could use Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20, we also learnt that it was no match for Jiren the Grey, but I think it's safe to assume that the Limit Breaker form will come somewhat close. Maybe it will match Jiren, who knows? We will only know when it actually happens in the program itself. But what we also learnt from Whis just before the tournament began was that there was a mortal in another universe that even the gods of destruction couldn't beat. Now, who that was is up in the air, but with these spoilers, I personally am 95% sure that it is going to be Jiren. So if that is to be true and Goku's Limit Breaker Super Saiyan Beyond form matches Jiren the Grey, therefore Goku would have surpassed Beerus. Now that has been a hot topic in the community so far. Is it time for Goku to surpass Beerus? Some people are still in disbelief about it simply because a year or two ago Toriyama stated that he doesn't see Goku matching Beerus or Whis anytime soon. But guys, that was a long time ago. Things change, especially when you're a writer. Things can change on a weekly basis. Only time will tell, but Goku is going to be a force to be reckoned with, even for the God of Destruction Beerus, come the Limit Breaker form. But let's move on to Beerus. Beerus, since the Battle of God Saga, has pretty much done absolutely nothing. We've seen him sleep, rest and eat. Sure, when he Hakkai'd Zamasu, that was awesome, but at the same time, Zamasu wasn't really a credible threat to Beerus. Things almost got out of hand between him and his brother Champa when they were bickering, but we haven't seen that full-blown fight like we saw when he fought Super Saiyan God Goku. We also haven't seen Beerus training once. Now, he does live with Whis, who is his martial arts master, so you would have thought you'd get to see it every once in a while. Maybe he doesn't feel he needs to. Maybe he feels like he's powerful enough and nobody threatens him. That's fair enough. But we do know that he loves a good fight. The prospects of fighting this Super Saiyan God really excited Beerus to the point where he actually stopped being lazy and travelled halfway across the universe to find about this prophetic dream he had. He certainly becomes aroused by a good fight. He was so impressed by Goku in that initial fight in the Battle of God Saga, where he literally let Earth off the hook because he wanted to see how much further Goku could go. But Beerus is a million years old. Goku is around the age of 40 years old and he is rapidly catching Beerus in power. So how would Beerus respond to this new form? Now, even though for a brief moment it appeared Beerus was freaking out about Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, I personally think this is the fruition of the prophetic dream about the Super Saiyan God. When Beerus remembered what his premonition was about the Super Saiyan God, he mentioned that it was a being that could entertain him endlessly. Now, we know that Goku seems to break all of his limits no matter how high he seems to get. He always seems to find a new way to surpass it, and he is going to do that once again. He is going to keep entertaining Beerus. He is going to awaken Beerus once again, and Beerus will find a way to exceed himself as well. Now, by awaken, rest assured guys, I know that Beerus is already awake. I know that he's already had the dream, but this is going to be Beerus's kick up the arse that he himself needs to continue to improve. If you go from the start of Dragon Ball Super to the Tournament of Power, it's been approximately 5 years. No one's really too sure on the timescale as of yet, but Beerus has literally been taking over in the space of 5 years. Should Limit Breaker either equal or surpass Beerus himself? Now, I for one don't believe Beerus's only major fight in Dragon Ball Super will be in the Battle of God's Arc. I believe we will eventually get a rematch between Goku and Beerus. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be anytime soon. I'm kind of hoping it isn't anytime soon, but further down the line, because I want Dragon Ball Super to go on for ages, basically. But I, for one, feel that it will be a story untold should they not have the Goku and Beerus rematch come the conclusion of Dragon Ball Super. But should a threat or any interruption in the Tournament of Power happen, Beerus himself would potentially have to fight the oncoming foe, as whoever the enemy would be on God tier level, potentially angel tier level, especially if it's the Daishinkan. So to oppose that entity, Beerus would have to fight and hopefully show us his full power. So this is why Limit Breaker Goku will awaken Beerus once again. So what do you think, guys? Do you think we'll ever get to see Beerus at full power? Will Limit Breaker Super Saiyan Beyond surpass Beerus, or will Beerus still hold the upper hand? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. If you like my videos, make sure you smash that like button with a big bang attack. And remember one very important final message. If you stay calm in any vexing situation, you will never, ever become a Super Saiyan. Make sure you click that subscribe button to make sure you get all my latest content straight to your account as soon as it's released. And here are some more videos from my library, which I'm sure you will all enjoy.